McClenny's, we've already had one take a time, the 07. Cale and Cabe on track here, so fun to see the McClenny's. We've watched these drivers grow up from Mini-Dorf racing out in the Bakersfield area and now getting their feet wet here with late models and pro late models and all the fun that comes with all of that. I liked your countdown, by the way. I don't know if I told you. That was a very solid countdown. So Cabe McClenny in the 05, lap number 1 is going to be a 19.264, and that is good enough for the top. Fastest time so far, lap number 2 is going to be a little bit slower at 19.421 for Cabe McClenny.
Alrighty, so before this race starts, just wanted to say I did get a radio recorder, but it did not end up working. We had radio issues during the practice sessions, and you kind of see that during the vlog, but one practice it work, the next it didn't. Last practice, Saturday morning, it did, and you'll hear me say it real quick here in a second, but I couldn't hear anybody this whole race, so I was on my own and kind of just figured it out. You hear me say it's pretty crackly, and then I was trying to talk and see if they could hear me. I couldn't hear anybody. I couldn't hear anything, so we're pretty sure my radio harness, but we'll get it fixed before Kern in a month. October 15th, gonna be running that. But yeah, first race at Irwindale was crazy, not having a spotter and just kind of running it on my own. Brian Brown spotting for me normally, and he knows this track, and heck, a good spotter could give me a lot of information to help me, but I couldn't hear anybody, so we contemplated pitting, but I just was gonna run it till the first yellow, and the first yellow didn't come out till lap 40, so out of 60, so there was really no point in pitting, but that was all good. We figured it out, and we were able to finish, no damage on the car, and just had a lot of fun. So Irwindale, first race there, pretty wild with no spotter, but kind of reverted back to iRacing and just figured it out. So use the mirrors as best I can, but yeah, crazy one, and hope you guys enjoy my first race at Irwindale Speedway. It's going to be a fun one to look back on. Yeah, one to go. Here we go.
Regular basis, you know he wants to do it on a night like tonight. The other driver, Jeffrey Peterson, almost got the victory over Lenny White 1 week ago in the regular in the regular Pro Late Model class division out here. He's going to be looking for more, but keep an eye out for some of our Spears regulars.
All right, it's the locals versus the travelers, and we got Nick Joanitis and Sean Woodside leading the field to the green. The Motor City Buick GMC pace truck is peeling off. It is time to go for 60 laps of the Spears Pro Late Model Series at Irwindale Speedway.
The green comes out, they fan out into turn number 1. And they're gonna stay side by side for the lead. Woodside with a slight advantage over Nick Joanitis in the 77.
Here they coming at you. Down the front straightaway, and yeah, Nick Joanitis is gonna hold on to that advantage. Side by side into one, sparks flying in the back.
Don't look now, Lenny White's up to 4th.
Look at that side-by-side racing up front.
And again, we've seen this evolve over the last few years with these Pro Late models. We didn't used to see them all go down to the apron, as there's some contact in the back. So Johnny Borneman and Eric Norris. What is this, the early 2000s in a West race? I mean, it's so cool to see some of our drivers returning here. think so. And then just behind that group, you see the yellow number 05. This was a fun story here. We got Cade McClinney, birthday boy. You got Kel McClinney in the 07. Brothers, 22 months apart. And, you know, they've grown up racing against each other. And you know, they continue to learn. It's wow, look how sideways that 05 is getting.
Yeah.
And Chapman going to get to the inside, and that was almost contact.
He was looking. He was also hard on the brakes, trying to stay off the nose of the 87 of Wise.
There's a lot of give and take going on in this group, and it's probably for the best.
And Bayes in there. He's trying to look to capitalize, but he got that 43 tight on exit of the corner. Oh, yeah. This is Pro Late Model Racing, it seems like, at Irwindale. It's kind of, in a weird way, tough to pass because everybody is running every lane and at the same speed just about.
I think racing like this has to be a combination of fun and frustrating.
Yes, because Chapman, he's stuck. Like, he's absolutely stuck now on the low side. Basin has filled in the gap, but Basin might get an idea and try to get by Wise, which could capitalize on Chapman. You never know.
Yeah, first real opportunity there where Basin felt like I can get the car up there without the 55 coming up. And, you know, you mentioned it, Chapman is less used to these type of late models. He's been running the spec late models, so a little bit, you know, it's one step down from these. And it's been fun to see the transition. Not only Andrew, we've seen a couple other of our spec racers trying to work their way up. This is great racing that continues on.
In the 07, I'm sorry, the 05, McClenny are falling off, and now they reel it back in. I don't know what to tell you, Jeffrey.
lap 40, we get our first yellow of the race. This was a blessing, I'd say. We got Eric Norris to go by us. He got around us right at the end there. And that's going to put us 10th for the restart, which was actually worked out in our favor. So we could have started on the outside line. Car really didn't work great on the bottom, as you guys can probably see. And with no spotter, me kind of spotting myself and just using the mirror, I really didn't want to be on the bottom. So it worked out. Obviously in the SRL, 40 laps green, and they have a yellow. So I like the way that does it. And the yellows are quick. It was like only 3-4 laps under yellow, and like a lot of other tracks. So a lot of other tracks in the series, so that's pretty cool. So back to the restart, 20 to go.
was gonna say, sorry if I cut you off.
Didn't at all.
I
Really?
didn't have a spotter that whole time.
Stop it.
I'm like, fuck.
Now, you did a great job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
It was a
appreciate
lot
it.
of fun racing with
Yeah.
you. Good job.
I was so tight and loose on the bottom. I'm like, I can't go bottom. And I was really scared to clear somebody, so I just stayed up top. So,
Hey, for not having a spotter, you did
yeah.
a really good job.
Yeah, especially for here. So
That was
I'm
a lot
proud
of
of it.
fun. And by the way, I was going to do anything but wreck you.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy.
Yeah, great job.
Thank you.